Arif sir, we spoke about Gopi Chand, Saina Nehwal. What is your take on PV Sindhu's journey, sir, so far?
See, Sindhu, the first thing we have got to give the appreciation for her world championship. There's no player in our country. It might be Prakash had given the All England Championship. Gopi also had been All England champion. It's different. At Prakash time, when he became the All England champion, at that time there was nothing like World Championship.
Correct.
All England itself was supposed to be a world championship. The Prakash in that way has given the top performance of the world.
Yes.
And for almost 4 or 5 years, he was the first 5 players of the world. It's a great thing,
Absolutely, sir. No doubt.
Like Sindhu, but it is something very, very important that apart from Saina also has given, some other players are also given some performances. Saina has also given a top performance. But the thing is, what Sindhu has done, winning a world championship is something that's a very big I'm telling you. And Sindhu has beaten every player in the world at that particular time. All the top players in the world, she has beaten them.
Absolutely.
So what she was there with me almost for about 3-4 years at the initial stage. As a kid, she was there at the indoor stadium. She was also training with me. She was like any other child, but very boisterous, very much enthusiastic and all that. She was showing that sort of a thing. So what I feel is, off late, we were finding Sindhu is not giving that good performances only because she has undergone some injuries, some ankle injuries or something, which is a part of their sportsman life. Then it happened, then she went to she got married also. All these things might be affecting her training part. Because one thing is sure, she is a player. When she has beaten everybody, mentally she knows that she can do that. Only thing is how much you are really working hard to see that you are able to perform at that level is what's important. And any time, I firmly believe, once she decides that she has got to win any tournament, she can do that. That's what's my belief. She can do
absolutely,
that.
Sir, no doubt. So what were those qualities you saw in Sindhu in those initial years, sir, that 3-4 years when she was with you? What was that qualities you thought that, oh, this girl is different? Or
what I felt is, as a kid also, she wanted to attack.
Oh, wow.
She's an attacking player. And I think she's utilizing her height also in a good way. When she's able to get that thing, only the thing is she has got to keep on attacking. You need a lot of fitness.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what's very, very important, because match after match, if you want to play at a tremendous pace and keep on attacking, creating openings and go for the attack is not an easy job. That's where her level of fitness is, I think, plays a very, very important role.
I think you led me into the next question, sir. How important is fitness? It's not only for, I think for everyone to get that performance at that international level. How important is the role of fitness?
See, one thing I'll tell you, the fitness can be divided in 2 parts. One is a general fitness. And then it comes to the specific fitness. General fitness is overall development of the body. Because the whole body, human body, is dependent on the 2 types of muscles, and agonistic and antagonistic muscles, right? So in any case, any time, any of the muscle, agonistic or antagonist muscles are not properly developed, they will not be able to support you, and that's where the injury starts. Right. So that this sort of a thing, it means development of the whole body as a matter. That becomes a general fitness sort of thing. And then we come to the specific fitness. And the specific fitness, it depends on what type of game you are playing. I'll say, for instance, I'll tell you some extreme 2 things. For instance, marathon, 42 kilometers.
Correct.
So it is totally endurance based.
Correct.
Come to sprints.
Correct.
Finishes in 10 seconds time. In 10 seconds time, when you are finishing, then do you think you are working more on the endurance level? Endurance has got to be required different types of speed endurance and all that, right? Because you're finishing in 10 seconds time. That's where it makes the difference. That the type of the training what you are doing, the same type of muscles also you will develop in your body. If you remember, I've been going through some article where Usain Bolt at one particular time, I wonder it had come that his one leg is shorter by some 1 centimeter or something. And at one particular in his school time, I believe his physical director told him that you could never be a sprinter He becomes the fastest man in the planet.
Absolutely.
It's only because of the type of the training what you're doing.
Yes.
So what happens is when you're doing the slow type of training for a longer time, you develop the muscles. In the muscles have got the muscle fibers.
Yeah.
So what happens is the more slow twitching fibers are dominant when you're doing the slow exercise at a prolonged period.
Correct. Absolutely.
But your fast twitching fibers, if you're working on those particular things, then you are going to develop that type of muscles where your speed increases.
Yeah.
Likewise, you just take the strength part. Unless and until you're working on the strength also, one is this strength of the joints themselves have nothing in themselves, right? Joints are covered or are rather controlled by the muscles only.
Yeah.
And if the muscles don't have the strength enough, that's where we start getting the injuries in the joints.
Yeah.
The type of the training what you are doing plays a very important role.
I think that is the reason they have nowadays a specialist fitness expert, strength and conditioning, even nutrition is playing such an important role these days.
Very important role.
Yeah.
Here I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
There was an old concept that the people who are comparatively looking slow or something, they cannot be fast. I'll give you an example. This one girl has changed my concept at this age. A girl whose father was over there at Dubai. He sent her daughter along, his mother and all over here, Ira Sharma. When she had come, I would say that even when she's walking, you will see how this person, that girl could be a player, I'm telling you. She used to walk, first of all, she had a thick specs, right? And the way she used to walk, as if on every step she is getting afraid of falling in a ditch.
Wow.
Right. But she was working with, initially, she was at that time with Chetan, Jwala and all, they were with me, senior player with me. One of my assistant coaches, who is a good coach, who's having his own academy, Govardhan Reddy was looking after her. And I used to look at her and say, why parents are wasting money on her. It happens that Govardhan got transferred. And this girl was put on my shoulders now. She was on my head. Slowly I started pushing her.
Wow.
Right. And could you believe, when she was running her 18th year, she could be counted as one of the fastest in the junior in the country. And she has won the junior national title.
Wow, that's amazing.
That's why I'm telling you, a girl who seems to be so slow, because of the training, she could come to that level and win there.
Absolutely.
And that's what she has told me. And that's what my belief was, the training can change those things in a player, as she has proved me right.
Absolutely.
Sindhu, as I say, one thing is sure of one thing, that she knows that she has beaten any player in the world.
Yes.
And she has got that capacity.
Absolutely.
Right. Now, what is that she lacks? She lacks the ability to last longer, match after match against the tough oppositions. Right from the, as I said earlier also, I think we have discussed about that nowadays the fitness becomes an important factor, and all the players, they know the importance of and every player is getting fit. So that's right from the day one of the tournament, you're playing any match, you have got to be very much fit. And unless and until your recovery is proper, in the next match, if you're not able to recover properly, you will be leaked. That's what's happening. And off late, I found one thing with Sindhu. I hope she has studied that before. I'm getting some coaches from outside. Some of the coaches what she had, in my opinion, even I have spoken to her father also about that some of the coaches who had come, they were the coaches with a different attitude. Because every coach at times, even though, let me tell you that as a coach, let me tell you, then we have got to cater for all types of things, you know, because we have got to be, as coach, we've got to think as a player. Rather, we have got to study their complete mindset and train them accordingly. So at times, the coaches become dogmatic. They believe this type of game I used to play, the other person should also play. For instance, Sindhu is an attacking player.
Yeah.
I'm a stroke player. As a coach, if I have become a stroke player, I want her to mold her into a stroke player. That will be difficult.
Absolutely.
That will be difficult. I have got to see the qualities what a player has got
Yes.
and develop that according to her abilities or his abilities.
Absolutely.
Now,
Yes.
it happens that as a coach, as a player, once they get a little senior, if they don't have the stamina, they change the way of playing. For instance, the biggest example in this is Lindan.
Wow.
Lindan, in my opinion, the ever greatest, in my opinion, is the ever greatest player the world has produced. Now, earlier at one time, he was an attacking player. His attacks. But after that, once he started getting a little age, after crossing his 30 or something, he started playing all-round game. And the basic point was his control over the shuttle. His control, his footwork was amazing. And the way he used to dictate the opponent, only on the wrist movement is a lefty, he had an added advantage. And that's very he has developed some extra weapon in his armory. That's what a player has got to do. And Sindhu, I think, has got to add few of the things like that. Because once player is able to read out what you are able to do, then even once it happened before going for the world, not that because of what I said she had one, no. But one thing I have definitely told her father about this, that everybody is reading out when they are hitting on her backhand, straight away following, going for a tap and cross-court net, but Sindhu is getting into trouble. Now, her father asked me about this, what should be done? I said the only thing is she has got to have the variation in her defense also. She has got to give it back on the attack. She can give it drive, give a cross-court returns, or even cross-court lift high or drive also. It means all types of defense variations she has got to get. Because at that level, if your game is readable, then opponent will come prepared with their weapon and they will give you proper. And Sindhu has got that, let me tell you, she has got everything in her game now. Only the thing is how she is able to maintain her level of fitness and her mental level, I know, is very high, as she knows that she has beaten everybody and she can beat anybody anytime. That's what is
Absolutely. And we wish for that. So I think Olympics, I think it's still a long way to go, but I think
she can do that. She can do that. I firmly believe she can do that.
Absolutely.
Yes.